This week on American Crossroads with Samana Sheikh, we're taking a look at how the government shutdown is affecting people across the country. It started back on October 1st, and now it's officially one of the longest government shutdowns in U.S. history.
Most federal government employees right now are getting absolutely nothing.
Thousands of federal workers are furloughed or working without pay. The FAA is cutting flight schedules because of staffing shortages, causing delays and cancellations. And SNAP benefits are back in limbo. The Supreme Court temporarily blocked a lower court order requiring the Trump administration to provide full food payments to millions of Americans. The temporary freeze would give a federal appeals court more time to consider the case. Political experts say shutdowns like this one reach far beyond D.C., impacting services, payrolls, and local economies.
The typical maneuver is federal employees get paid when the shutdown is over, when the showdown is over, which is better than nothing, but of course doesn't help you pay your mortgage, doesn't help you, keep your family afloat during a shutdown, especially one of this length. That's been jeopardized by some of the unconventional budgetary maneuvers of the administration. They have essentially refused allocations that are in law, that have been passed by Congress. So there is a bit of jeopardy here for federal employees. Even bigger jeopardy that they'll just lose their jobs entirely because the administration has taken advantage of every possible opportunity to reshape the federal government, the structure of the government, who's employed and where they are.
Each week the government stays closed. It costs the economy billions of dollars. Political scientist David Cohen says Congress usually passes a temporary budget called a continuing resolution to keep the government open temporarily.
A clean continuing resolution means that it's just a temporary fix for a specified amount of days that the government would remain open. And then once that time passes, either an actual budget needs to be passed or another continuing resolution needs to be issued and passed to keep the government open for, another X number of days. That didn't happen this time.
On Friday, November 7th, Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer offered a plan to end the shutdown in exchange for a one-year extension of healthcare tax credits to help lower insurance costs. But Republican senators rejected that deal. President Trump, meanwhile, posted on Truth Social calling it, quote, "The United States Senate should not leave town until they have a deal to end the Democrat shutdown."
You could end the shutdown in the next 5 minutes if Republicans in Congress wanted to.
Late Friday, November 7th, the Senate voted on a GOP bill that could have paid federal workers during the shutdown, but it fell short of the 60 votes needed to move forward. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says the Senate will return tomorrow at noon, which is Saturday, November 8th. For now, there is still no end in sight for the millions of Americans who are impacted by the government shutdown. For American Crossroads, I'm Samana Sheikh.